and greetings, greetings and peace. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm back today, and I'm here to share a little something with you guys. All right, but first, before I do that, I want to talk about a couple of things. All right, and it's in relation to what I'm sharing with you guys today. Okay, so we're going to talk about conjure. All right, everybody conjures, everybody does it. Okay, the difference is that you have some people who do it on a conscious level. Okay, they're able to conjure the things that they want consciously. All right, those who do not do it consciously are doing it subconsciously, which means that it is done below their awareness, and likely they're conjuring up things that they can't control. All right, they're conjuring up things that feed off of them. All right, so that's the difference between a magician and someone who is not a magician. Okay, someone who is a magician has the ability and the powers to conjure up something consciously. All right, so whatever it is they conjure, it works in their favor. All right, and they're different. Oh, there are so many different ways of conjuring. All right, consciously, so many different ways of conjuring. First of all, conjuring involves a process where you are calling and you are awakening divine forces, hidden forces, ancestral forces, or deities. And you're conjuring, you're waking them up, and you're directing them to where it is that you need to do, where it is that you need them to go, and do what it is that you need them to do. All right, in order to manifest whatever goal you're trying to manifest. Okay. All right. Now, back to the different ways of conjuring. There are different ways of conjuring. All right. We've already covered the subconscious and the conscious. Now let's talk about the detailed ways that people conjure. All right. I was watching a video actually probably about a couple of months ago of a sister who was a witch, and she was showing the way that she conjured. She would hum old Negro spiritual gospels. And I know she awakened the dead when she did that, when she hummed, because I felt the hairs rise up on my arm when she started to hum, when she gave us an example of how she conjures. You know, it's very interesting. And she was just really, you can tell that she was really into it. And she has a beautiful voice. All right. People also do spells as a mean of conjuring. Rituals is a mean of conjuring. Preachers are conjurers. You see how, and musicians are conjurers. Anything that is able to grasp and hold your attention is a form of conjuring. So don't allow yourself to be limited when you're thinking of conjure. All right, it's so many different ways that it can be done. But what I'm here to share with you today is a conjure tool that I made. You see it? On the bottom, you have the Trigista star, and I just kind of like decorated it. You can hear it. See, when I turn it, you can hear it. What it is basically is just a simple jar. Cover the jar, cover the top with a black cloth, and then I wrapped it up with a some decoration that I had purchased on Amazon, but it's spiritual and it has all type of symbols, and I think it's relative to the North mythology. Okay, and I decorated it with my old bracelet that I had, an old necklace, I'm sorry, that I had, and this is a bracelet, and you see it has a small ankh on it. All right, you can decorate it with how you want, but the thing is that when you're making it, You want to make it with your intent, okay? You don't want to make it until you're able to fully focus on the reason and who you're making this for, okay? And you want to put everything into it. And I always think, instead of purchasing a conjuring tool, it is always better to make your own, because the ancestors love when you use your own creativity to make something for them. All right, and that is going to benefit you. And the more effort you put into it, the more powerful it becomes. All right, and basically, how it works is you would just focus your emotions. This is just a tool of focus. It's not going to do anything to you. You know, I'm the one that empowered it to do something specific. Okay. And so what you do is, just when you're shaking it, when you're feeling a certain way, and if you shake this, and you're focusing intently on what it is that you want to manifest, this will bring about a manifestation. Okay? Now, there are so many different tools that you can make, so many different ways. You can even go on, you can even purchase some tools if you want. I mean, I don't recommend that. I always recommend that you make your own. But let's say, for instance, if you're not feeling that creative, you can go and you can buy yourself a tambourine or some shakers or a drum. You know, something that is going to conjure up energy, because that's the whole purpose. It conjures up energy. You know, it arouses the energy. You know, so you want to shake it until you can feel the energy rise up within yourself or within your arm. When you start to feel it in your arm and in your wrist and your hands, then you know that the power is there. And you just continue to focus, and you shake it and you shake it, and you're focusing on your intent. What it is that you want to manifest, what it is that you want to see happen. Okay? And like I said, this is just an old jar. I took it, I cleaned it out, I cleaned it up really, really good. I washed it out with salt water. I blessed it. And then what I had inside is, I have a total of 9 dragon stones. And the reason why I chose 9, because the 9 represents endings. Endings represent, it corresponds to what my intent is, or my intent was at the time, because I have to tell you what happened. And so I put the stones, after the stones were blessed and consecrated, I put them inside of the jar, and then I breathed in the jar to give it life, and then I sealed it up with the top. And then I took some fluids, just saliva, and I wiped the top of it with my saliva, and then I wrapped it up. Just like you see it now, I just wrapped it up. And then when it was time for me to conjure, when I was ready to conjure, I just took this and I started shaking it. And I shake and I shake and I shake and I shake, 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 shake. Now remind you, the only thing that is in here is the 9 dragon stones. So I shake, 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 and I focus, and then it broke. It broke right here. Alright? That was a sign to me to let me know that whatever it is that I was conjuring, it answered, and it went forth to fulfill my goal. Alright? Before I assumed anything, of course, I made sure that I verified whatever it is that I'm telling you. So I can already feel the energy manifesting. I've seen it manifest through my divination tools and so on and so forth. But this is just to give you an idea. It doesn't have to be anything fancy if you're thinking about making a conjuring tool. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just something that you can create, something that is innovative, different, and stands out from everything else. Okay? So I wanted to share that with you guys today. I hope it inspires you to go out and make your own. If you do make your own, and if it works out for you, please, by all means, let me know in the comment section. This is going to be a very short video. Actually, I'm done right now. And I'm going to close out. But thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace. The Black Moon.